it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 When I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. Let's ride. We got the green light. It's a party in the pen tonight. Let's go. This is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get light. Everybody buckle up. You waited. Now you made it to the greatest show on earth. It's the Monster Jam.
Albuquerque, this is Monster Jam!
Albuquerque, bienvenidos a Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition full of so much adrenalina, JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars were seeded into a bracket earlier today by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4 semifinalists, but out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here tonight. So Albuquerque, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first, 3 and 2 in arena racing this season. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And her competition also with a 3 and 2 race record this season in arenas. It's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. First race of the weekend in Albuquerque. International Women's Month. Can Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash take down Tristan England, JCB Digatron? Round 1 racing. Here we go. Actually going to restage our trucks. It looks like Sparkle Smash a little farther over the start line than she should have been. So now our driver is getting the cue to stage. Sparkle Smash is staged. JCB Digatron is staged. Let's do this. Your winner is Sparkle Smash! What an upset to start the weekend for Sparkle Smash. A clear, clean victory over Tristan England, JCB Digatron. You know she's sitting in that truck right now, feeling good about herself as she moves on to our semifinal round to take on the winner of this next race. Up next, he is Mr. International. Let's hear it for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. And a man who is bad to the bone, bringing Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina to Albuquerque. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Adam 6-0 in racing, an awesome weekend last weekend in Louisville, unstoppable. He's staged, waiting for Lucas Stabilizer to staged. Now we wait for the green. Your winner is Gravedigger. So Sparkle Smash and Gravedigger facing off in our semifinal round of JCB Racing. 2 more races in round 1. Making his appearance for the second weekend behind the wheel of the Giggly Truck, it is Jack Brown, Jester! Ready to eat the competition alive, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon! Megalodon pulls the line. Jester gets staged first. Megalodon in there. Here we go. Your winner is Megalodon. Getting a little squirrely in one of the turns for Jester. That opens the door for Megalodon to move in to the semifinal round. Last race of round 1, JCB Racing. Our competitors getting ready to pull to the line. You want to talk about a guy who's having the season of a lifetime right now? Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. And he's ready to rip it up. It's Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Two guys behind the scenes, best of buds behind the wheel right now. Complete enemies, Excalibur staged. Mayhem creep into the line, we're ready to go. What a race! Super Glue glued to the action replay right now. Your winner is Mayhem! So Chris Kohler, Mayhem, takes the final win in round 1 of JCB Racing. We have Sparkle Smash versus Gravedigger and Megalodon versus Mayhem.
Albuquerque, we made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 4. But out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here tonight. So Albuquerque, who's ready for more JCB Racing?
All right, up first, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Who wants Gravedigger to win this race? And her competition, a big upset in round 1. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Who wants Sparkle Smash to win this race? Your winner is Gravedigger! Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, moving to the final round of racing. Still undefeated in arenas this season. Now 8-0. And our next 2 drivers chomping at the bit to face him in that final round. All right, up next, we've got Chris Kohler, Mayhem. We've got Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Who wants Mayhem to win this race? Who thinks Megalodon's going to take this win? Albuquerque pining right now for Megalodon. Kevin Crocker. Teammates actually going head-to-head right now. Megalodon and Mayhem. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger, sitting on the pod waiting for his next victim. Restage. An early jump for Megalodon. The nerves getting to Kevin Crocker a little bit. So Chris Kohler moving forward to stage now. Both drivers stage. Let's do this. Chris Kohler gets the jump off the line. Your winner is Mayhem. Our final round is set. Mayhem versus Gravedigger.
Albuquerque, we have made it to the final round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 2. But out of these 2, who is going to get those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship? Who's ready to find out? And who's ready to meet your JCB Racing final contenders?
From Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. From Columbus, Michigan, bringing the volatility, the uncertainty, the chaos, the ambiguity, it's Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Both drivers getting the cue to fire and stage. Adam Anderson making his way to the line first, ready to go 9-0 in JCB Racing in arenas this season. He's staged. Mayhem pulling to the line. It's time to crown our winner. Your winner is Gravedigger! He's been on fire in stadium racing this season, really been working his way up the series of Stadium Championship Series East, but so far in arenas this season, Adam Anderson is undefeated in JCB Racing. 9-0 right now with these last 2 weekends, and he is looking to keep that going throughout the weekend. And here's a World Finals champion, a lineage of family that continues to bring more than 40-plus years of the black and green wrecking machine around the world. And our pit reporter, Lindsay Noble, is with our JCB Racing winner.
Adam, congratulations. Just like that, you've secured the first 8 points here of the night in Albuquerque, New Mexico. We know it's so important to start off strong. How does this momentum pull you forward?
You know, actually, I want to carry some more momentum. Hey, I haven't got to say hi to everybody. Albuquerque, what's up? That's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter how big, how small, where we're at. Team Gravedigger, we're giving our all, no matter what, man. So we're pumped to be back here in Albuquerque again. And to get the first W of the night, we'll take it, man. But that's just leading up to the next event. And I can't wait for some more action out here.
This just adds another win to your career that has so many accolades as it is. How important is it to now go into the skills challenge and really innovate the sport?
You know what? I really have to try to innovate the sport because all these younger competitors, I'm now the old dude in the sport. And, you know, I remember chasing all the old guys. Well, now I'm the old guy chasing the young dudes out here and the girls. They do an awesome job out on the track. The skills competition is basically like best trick. So it's super exciting, super challenging, but we got the best of the best here. And I can't wait to push my trucks to its limits.
Well, congratulations again. Good luck in the next competition. Macho Jam fans, make some noise for your driver of Gravedigger, Adam Anderson.
So right now in our first competition, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger in the lead with 8 points. Mayhem in second with 7. We've got Megalodon, Sparkle Smash tied for third with 4 points. And then Excalibur, JCB Digatron, Jester, and Lucas Stabilizer tied for fifth with 2 points. We have 2 more competitions, a total of 8 points available to the winner of our next 2 competitions. And our next competition is our 2-wheel skills challenge. Taking a break on the job right now. This is all still one attempt according to our Monster Jam officials. Combo after combo. And a lot of you couldn't see it, but Bailey Circuit over here doing the same tricks. So attempt number 1, Combo City, New Mexico for JCB Digatron.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, let's make some noise for JCB Digatron, Tristan, England. And now it's your moment to shine, Albuquerque. Time to scan that QR code. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Enter the code ALB and slide that BKT tire up or down to the number of your choosing. We're going to accumulate your scores into one number that will be given to Tristan for this competition.
And it's buildings like this, coliseums like this, where Tristan England cut his teeth in this career field. And all right, scores are in. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.63. So you see our official expert score, then you see the average of the fan score. We average those together, so 8.63, JCB Digatron in first place. And up next, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. All right, so a nice stoppy moonwalk combo up the pod for Brandon Arthur, JCB Digatron. After what we just saw with, Lucas Stabilizer, but what we just saw in JCB Digatron, we need a little bit more combo action for attempt number 2 and Lucas Stabilizer.
Let's see those truck horn arms in the air for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. That's right. Remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in. So scan that QR code on the video board.
Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer, third truck he's driven. Well, maybe the fourth in his career now. And every truck he gets behind, it just gets better and better. And I mean, he's getting ready to finish up the International Series in Arnhem, Holland here in just a few weeks. He has been around the world with Monster Jam. And this weekend, it's Albuquerque, New Mexico. Scores are in. The score for Lucas Stabilizer is 6.829. 6.829. Second place for Lucas Stabilizer. And JCB Digatron scored a beat 8.63. As Jack Brown makes his way into the Tingley Coliseum, here comes Jester. Put her in the sky, nose up. Jester bringing a sky wheelie out of his trick bag.
Getting absolutely silly with it in those two BKT tires. Let's make some noise for Jack Brown, Jester. Now remember, Albuquerque, you have a very important job to do. Scan that QR code and lock your scores in now for Jester.
Jack Brown filling in for Mike Pagliarulo in the Jester truck. So a rental this weekend. Does he want to go all out and send it home damaged, or does he want to take it easy? We're going to find out with Freestyle especially. Scores are in for Jester, 4.707. 4.707 for Jester. Right now, third place. Again, Gravedigger scored a beat. Or no, JCB Digatron scored a beat, 8.63. Next competitor, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Old school truck, new school attitude with a young and up-and-coming driver. Trying to pop the truck onto those front two tires, not enough momentum. Trying to push around 12,000 pounds. And the back half of that truck has that 1,500 horsepower motor too, so you really got to give it some gusto. You want to pop those back tires up.
Let's make some noise for the mighty sword, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Now you know what to do, Albuquerque. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
So for the first attempt, a lot of momentum needed, especially to get those back tires up higher over where the front of the truck is. And for the second attempt, as this competition continues, those ramp lips are going to continue to degrade. So in that, the back tire's not popping up the way he needed them to. And Excalibur, a 3.537. Score to beat JCB Digatron, 8.63. Up next, your JCB Racing final winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Adam Anderson caught in the same trap as Excalibur. Here comes attempt number 2.
He's digging graves and taking names. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is now open, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now. You have 20 seconds.
I don't even think he's going to stick around for his score after that. A tough break for the black and green wrecking machine. Competition 1 goes out on a high note with the racing final win. Second competition, none tricks completed. So the score for Gravedigger, 4.086. Three competitors remain in our two-wheel skills challenge. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.63. Let's see what Chris Kohler and Mayhem brings to the party. He's lining up for the same spot Adam Anderson and Gravedigger just went to. Another failed opportunity there in two-wheel skills.
Let's make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Albuquerque, you know what to do. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Mayhem.
From our driver's perspective right now, I'm sure there's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of disappointment in the track right now, trying to complete these attempts. And I know these drivers really want to come out here and go all out for you fans. So for these drivers, disappointment, a 3.491. And for JCB Digatron right now, he's just smiling and grinning back there. He's still your leader. Score to beat, 8.63. But now you can add a shark doing donuts to the
Swimming circles around the competition. It's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. All right, Albuquerque, you know what to do. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
So for our drivers, you can attempt one donut or two tricks. And I've never seen a shark do donuts. Kevin Crocker, Megalodon, making me hungry for some powdered donuts right now. The question is that enough, though, to take the lead from our JCB Digatron driver, Tristan England? 8.63, score to beat. The score for Megalodon is 6.842, second place. Final competitor coming out of the tunnel right now. It's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan has been able to watch every truck and driver go, and now she gets to decide what she wants to do. Seeing a lot of failed opportunities, let's see if she can capitalize right now. Going for the sky wheelie for attempt number 1. Lining up for a second attempt.
Bringing you the magic to the track, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. All right, Albuquerque, this is the last competitor of the competition. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Sky wheelie attempt number 1. Second attempt was a reverse wheelie, but again, like the other drivers, the lip on that ramp has just given away in this competition. So for our first couple of competitors, they had it easy. For the rest of the competition, it was trying to find the right spot on the track that was still holding up for a successful attempt. And we've still got freestyle to go, so I'm going to guess some of these drivers are going to come out swinging. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.63. Score for Sparkle Smash is 4.65. 4.65. That means your winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Stadiums, arenas, around the world, doesn't matter where he is, he comes to win when it comes to the two-wheel skills competition. I think we should call it the Tristan England two-wheel skills competition, and Lindsay Noble is with our winner.
Thanks so much, Ryan. Yes, down here with Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Congratulations there now on your 8 points. I'm trying to find the camera here. There we go. We got to put your face there on camera. Congratulations, 8 points now towards that overall event championship. But, you know, at the beginning of this, Ryan and I were talking during Trackside. We said that you truly are the king of two-wheel skills. I've called you that multiple times. The fans call you that. Is this just you proving it one more time?
You know, it's always fun and exciting when we get to come out here to Albuquerque. I love getting my fix of green chili, seeing all you amazing fans. I've met so many fans in years past here. I've really made a footprint here, I feel like, with you guys. Back when I was shaking things up with Earthshaker, but now we're digging the competition with JCB. And if you guys didn't know, JCB's been around for 81 years, so you want to talk about that gravedigger guy around for 40 years, whatever, Adam. We're about to rock the house. We're going to have some fun. I know you guys pay for that whole seat. I'm only going to let you use a little bit of it, especially for this freestyle. But Albuquerque, I need a taste. Are you guys having fun or what?
Well, guess what? It is only going to get better. Like Tristan said, we have a Monster Jam Freestyle up next for our 8 Monster Truck Superstars. However, before that, we have Freestyle Motocross. Why should fans stay in their seats?
Well, I mean, I give a lot to these guys because they are getting on a bike and they're letting go of it. They're doing flips, they're doing everything. But it's kind of special this weekend, too, because one of the riders is Ripper Ray. He was my partner in Freestyle Mania last summer, and we actually won the series. So you guys better get ready, buckle in, because it's going to be a wild ride, like I was telling y'all, not just for the trucks. These freestyle FMX riders, they're crazy, insane. I'm going to get some popcorn. I'm going to watch with you guys. I'm going to score too. But, hey, one more time before we have to get these lids on, before we get these helmets. Come on, New Mexico. Let's get loud for Monster Jam!
Albuquerque, who's ready for more Monster Jam action? Then please make some noise for the superstars of Monster Jam's Freestyle Motocross.
hit the track. But we need you to keep that energy going. This is my favorite part of halftime. So make sure that you are ready to go. Make some noise for your first rider, Chase Cobb. Let's hear it for Javi Jr. Put your hands together for Ripper Ray. And last but not least, Javier. Chase Cobb coming to you from Anchorage, Alaska, driving or riding for 25 years. Javi Jr. coming to you from Hammock, California. And this is Ripper Ray, your Freestyle Mania champion, along with Tristan England. Javier, also out of Hammock, California, been riding for 25 years. Lots of variations already here on the track. Nice KOD. That is a very difficult trick. We've seen some indies, some seat grabs, but what is next? That's a whip out of Chase Cobb. Says he grew up playing hockey. Cliffhanger out of Ripper Ray. That is definitely one of my very favorite tricks. And a backflip. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for some more? I thought you might be. Okay, I know I keep saying it only gets better, but guess what? It does. Our 4 motocross riders right now are about to hit the track, and they are about to do the best trick competition. In this competition, they have one attempt and one attempt only to fly from one side of the arena all the way to the other side to show you their very best trick. But we need your help, so make sure you've got your cell phones out and that you are ready at judgeszone.com. As soon as the board goes red, you'll have 20 seconds to get those scores in for our 4 riders. Monster Jam fans, are you ready for the best trick competition?
All right, I know our riders are pumped, and I heard a lot of cheers during that backflip, but right over here, Section AA is Section A. We're holding it down with all the cheers. So we're going to need everyone else to get as loud as they can. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. There it is. Up first, Chase Crab from Alaska. Nicknamed Sideways, performs Harley stunt shows when he is not running around with Monster Jam. Now, when our riders are when they hit the runway, that green stretch there, that's when we need to get loud. So when they're flying through the air, it is chaos for these riders. Here we go. Make some noise.
Chase Crab giving you guys an Indy right there here on the track, starting off that best trick competition. Go ahead and score now.
Judgeszone.com. If you didn't join us earlier for our two-wheel skills challenge to score our winner, right now your chance to pick our winner with Freestyle Motocross. The scores for Chase Crabb are in. The score is 6.934. 6.934, the score to beat. Up next from Hammock, California, it's Javier Villegas Jr. Riding with his dad, loves riding with the boys, and is ready to put his name on the list of the top freestyle motocross riders in Monster Jam. He needs the crowd to make some noise though right now. So as soon as he hits that runway, take it up to 20. Make as much noise as you can. Here we go. Now, make some noise.
A backflip out of Javi Jr. Go ahead and scan to score right now or go to judgeszone.com. Swipe up or down on that BKT tire and click submit.
I thought he was going to high-five the light guy up there as he was doing his backflip there. A crowd pleaser in Albuquerque. Section AA over here. We got some dudes going nuts for that big trick there from Javier Villegas Jr. Question is it enough to take the top score? Score to beat, 6.943. Score for Javi Jr. is 8.533. Your new leader, Javier Villegas Jr. Up next from San Diego, owner of the Ripper Ranch, and again, the first ever Freestyle Mania champion is Ripper Ray Noriega. Blacked out, ready to fly through the night, ready to fly through the Chad Tingler Coliseum.
Cut off from the pods.
Other riders watching along. All right, you know what to do, Albuquerque, make some noise.
Ripper Ray giving you guys a backflip. And of course, go ahead and scan to score right now. Showing you guys a variation backflip as well, giving you guys a kick of the leg.
One-handed wheelie as he's riding by. He takes the other leg off, sets it aside there as he's flying upside down. If you ever get the chance to hang out with freestyle motocross riders, you're going to have the best day of your life. Just make sure to listen carefully if you end up on one of their bikes. All right, scores are in. Score to beat. Javi Jr., 8.533. The score for Ripper Ray is the crowd approves. Your new leader with a 9.184, Ripper Ray Noriega. All right, final rider, Javier Villegas out of Hammock, California. Two scores to beat right now. The score to beat, 9.184, but also his son, Javi Jr.'s score, probably wants to beat that too. So this is the last opportunity to score our freestyle motocross riders. At Albuquerque, when he hits that green runway, you know what to do. Make some noise.
And scoring is now open. Gives you guys a backflip, but a super flip. Go ahead and score now at judgeszone.com.
I, for one, can't imagine doing what they're doing, period. Let alone backflipping, let alone a Superman, a super flip. What a trick right there. But is it enough to take the lead? Scores are in. Score to beat Ripper Ray, 9.184. The score for Javier Villegas is 9.649. Your winner, Javier Villegas.
And we will catch up with him in just a little bit, but there is more. Albuquerque, make some noise. Our riders are going to go ahead and hit the track one last time. And they have something pretty special for you picked out right now. Going to go ahead and warm up those bikes and hit the track. Now, let me tell you, this is a little bit crazy. But hey, this is a Monster Jam, and these guys are trained professionals. But I will tell you, you're gonna wanna make sure that your eyes are peeled, be on the edge of your seats, because this is pretty cool. Gonna come around now on the track, going back, to back, to back, to back. Here we go. And here at Monster Jam, we call that a Monster Jam train. But our high-flying superstars took it one step further. They were showing off for you Monster Jam fans. Each rider did a whip and made that a whip train. But if you want to see it again, let me hear you say, choo-choo! One more time, choo-choo! Let them hear you, Albuquerque. Awesome tricks out of your freestyle motocross riders, finishing it off with a rock solid there. But let me make some noise. If you want to see it one more time. All right. Make sure that you get as loud as you have all night. The louder you get, the sicker the tricks. One more time for your freestyle motocross riders. Congratulations to your best trick winner, Javier. And Javier, you have been riding for 25 years, and that goes to show it, not even just in the best trick competition where you're showing off, but showing some really fabulous tricks, really advanced techniques, even just there in that Monster Jam train. But there in the best trick competition, how did you decide on that combo? It looked like you had a Superman backflip, which we know is very difficult.
Well, I was a little bit hesitant about, riding here in high altitude. The bikes don't react that well. But the guys were pushing it. I say the kids because I'm on the oldest one. But the guys were pushing it, so I had to bring my biggest tricks out here. And I'm stoked because last time I was here with my son, he was 3 years old. And now he's riding with me. So I'm super stoked. I'm going to take this second. I'm going to give a shout out to a friend that's sitting on the bleachers right now from Yo Toys. Gave me a killer deal on toys. Best toy store in town. Thank you, man.
And you mentioned your son. Of course, he got to be on the ramp here with you. He mentioned he's been riding for 2 years now. The fact that you mentioned the last time you were here, he was just 3 years old. How much does that is that a tribute and really a testimony to when you continue to go for what you want to do, that you two could be here if they're in the seats and they want to be here? How do you say, what's that best advice?
I mean, it's all about having fun. What we do is super dangerous. It could happen. Something bad could happen at any time. There's nothing worth the risk we're taking except the fun we're having.
And why is this such a full circle moment to be able to be here with him now?
Because he used to sit on the sidelines just to play with his motorcycle toys, and now he's riding real motorcycles and showing me, pushing me, to my limits.
Well, congratulations. It looks like Dad is still on top. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for your best trick winner, Javier.
We have reached the pinnacle of the evening. This is Monster Jam Freestyle!
42 seconds left on the clock. Going to give him an opportunity to refire. So Kevin Crocker sitting in the cab right now, waiting for the cue from our Monster Jam officials. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you to stay above the plastic for the event for your safety. Please stay above the plastic for your safety. And so Kevin Crocker now getting that cue to refire. Scoring is open at judgeszone.com. Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker in Megalodon. Bailey Circuit over here wagging her tail with approval of that freestyle. Great start to freestyle this weekend in Albuquerque. And Kevin Crocker, Megalodon, trying to lock his teeth on this final competition win. It's a 6.817. 6.817, the score to beat. Now making his way out the tunnel for freestyle, it's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. One more time, make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. And lock in your score at judgeszone.com. Slide that BKT tire up or down, hit submit for the Excalibur Freestyle Run. Again, Mike Pagliarulo having a great year on Stadium Championship Series East. Has taken some overalls, has taken some big wins in competitions, including freestyle. Showing it off here in New Mexico. Scores in. Score for Excalibur is 7.052. We have a new leader, and it is Excalibur. Now it's time for funny business with Jack Brown and Jester.
Bringing the funny business to the track, let's make some noise for Jack Brown, Jester. Albuquerque scoring is now open. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Looked like he wanted to end the freestyle with a combo move. Stoppy on those front two BKT tires, a little too much momentum, and that fiberglass went crunch. We got our Monster Jam Tech officials checking on Jack Brown, making sure he's okay, getting ready for the JCB Dirt Squad to help get it back up on all fours. So a fun moment right there for Jester, your new leader right now, and 8.111. Jack Brown, Jester, takes the lead in freestyle. So Jack Brown, Jester, your current leader, 8.111. Excalibur in second. Megalodon in third. 5 competitors remain in freestyle. And our next competitor sneaking in through the tunnel. Remember, too, the BKT overall event leaderboard, Gravedigger, Megalodon tied for first. So if Megalodon wants to hold on to first, he needs a better score than Gravedigger. But also JCB Digatron lurking in third place right now. Don't forget, too, we're on the road to Monster Jam World Finals. Get your tickets at monsterjam.com. Salt Lake City, Utah, July 2nd through the 4th. The most access to our trucks and drivers, the biggest pit party, the biggest weekend. Crowning World Finals champions with the Utah Sports Commission. Check it out, monsterjam.com.
Man, oh man, I'm standing by with my brand new friend Xavier. Hey, everybody say hi, Xavier. I know, this has been insane. It's been exciting, and Xavier and I are gonna play Monster Jam Trivia. We're gonna see what the question is, and Xavier, I want you to tell me what the answer is. You think you can do it?
Okay.
All right, let's see what that question is. Well, Xavier, you told me that you are a Gravedigger fan, so you should know the answer to this. What colors are the headlights in Gravedigger? A, B, C, or D?
B.
He says B. Let's see if he is correct. Fantastic work, Xavier. I'm going to gift you this hat, but I also want you to tell me who is coming up next in freestyle.
Gravedigger.
That's right, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger!
If he wants to be the BKT overall event champion, he needs to get a better score than Megalodon, and he definitely has to get a better score than JCB Digatron, who is yet to go. The headlights are on. It is time for Gravedigger. Lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
With one foot in the gas and one in the grave, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger! Now remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in, so head on over to judgeszone.com.
A familiar sight, the bottom side of Gravedigger, which over 40 plus years, chaos, carnage, madness, destruction. That's what the Black and Green Wrecking Machine team is all about. And Adam Anderson bringing it to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Biggest air we've seen of the event so far. That sky wheelie was nasty. That Morgan and Morgan backflip ends the run for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Is it enough, though, for the lead? The scores are in. Score to beat Jester, 8.111. The score for Gravedigger is 8.704. Your new leader is Gravedigger. JCB Dirt Squad getting Gravedigger back on all four BKT tires. Gravedigger now your leader in freestyle. Jester second. Excalibur third, Megalodon in fourth. So the new score to beat, 8.704.
What a crash there out of Adam Anderson in Gravedigger, but that's kind of what Monster Jam is known for. I know Adam likes to be able to go out with a bang just like that, but talk to us about the track setup. I'm joined here by, of course, your driver of Megalodon, Kevin Crocker. Kevin, you have so much experience in racing in the sport of Monster Jam, both behind the wheel and, of course, on the wrenches. Talk to us about this track and how you can fill it up.
You know, it's a little different than what we're used to. This is a stadium tour, and we're here in an arena. But, you know, New Mexico, we love this place. We've come here numerous times. The dirt's a little different because it's rodeo dirt, so it's super loose. It's hard for us to get the trucks to do what we want. But, you know, we're going to come out here every single night anyway and tear it up just for you guys.
Thank you so much for your time. Up next is Chris Kohler, your driver of Mayhem. So keep your eyes on the track.
Up next, Chris Kohler, it's Mayhem!
known for going on a rampage, is Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in, New Mexico.
Nice, smooth, consistent freestyle with lots of momentum, hitting every ramp face on this freestyle track and bringing the mayhem to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Chris Kohler, Team Scream driver, son of Mr. Excitement, Jim Kohler, an Avenger driver. And he's here carrying on the legacy. Scores are in. The score for Mayhem, 7.454. 7.454 right now. Third place for Mayhem. She's fierce, she's fabulous, and she's ready to burn it down. Here comes Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
Let's make some noise for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash! That's right, bringing the magic to Albuquerque. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Sparkle Smash.
Repping for the ladies during International Women's Month, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, getting the approval from the crowd in Albuquerque right now. Question is, will those scores reflect the cheers that we're hearing? Score to beat, Gravedigger, 8.704. The score for Sparkle Smash is 8.068. 8.068 for Sparkle Smash. Third place right now. Two competitors remain in freestyle till we crown our BKT overall event champion. Here's Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer.
for Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer.
For a new truck, that was quite the freestyle. That was big momentum, big air, big stuff right there. And we'll see if it's big scores at judgeszone.com. Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer really fitting in well behind the wheel of Cynthia Gautier's Monster Jam truck. And bringing that smooth, fluid freestyle with, again, some big momentum. I felt like he barely even let off the gas pedal there. Scores are in. The score for Lucas Stabilizer, an 8.723. Your new leader, Lucas Stabilizer. So for our final competitor, JCB Digatron, he needs to get first place in freestyle to take the BKT overall event champion. Lucas Stabilizer just gave the open window to Tristan England by taking the top spot from Gravedigger. So can JCB Digatron take the win? Our final freestyle starts now.
Tricky Tristan for nothing. Make some noise for Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
He didn't even have that thing in park. The motor wasn't even shut off. He was already unstrapping and getting out of the truck because he knew that was one of the best freestyles of the night. But is it, though, enough to take the lead? Lucas Stabilizer really could play a big spoiler right now, depending on the scores for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Tristan, checking his helmet, putting it in. Hold on, we got to get him out here. He's got to see this score. Tristan, you ready to see this score? He's nervous. Here we go. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.957. The crowd roars. Your freestyle winner, JCB Digatron. All right, final 8 points of the night. And with that, your BKT overall event champion, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. By 1 point. For the second event in a row, JCB Digatron steals it at the end of the night from Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Stadiums, arenas, a sandbox in your backyard. There is not a Monster Jam competition this guy cannot win. And it's got to feel good to start the weekend with that BKT Overall Event Championship. Your winner is on the floor with Lindsay Noble.
Tristan, congratulations. Absolutely incredible run here. Obviously, these Albuquerque fans loved what JCB Digatron was doing here on the track. Take us through that freestyle run, how you managed to put it all together.
You know, the altitude here, we're trying our best. Albuquerque, truck's running a little luggish, but I'm having a good time. You guys bring the thrill out of us, man. We can hear you inside the cab of these 12,000-pound machines, and you drive us to push the envelope each and every time. Huge shout out to my lovely wife, so beautiful, and my baby boy Crash. He's 6 now, not much of a baby, but you're still mine, man. I love you, Albuquerque. I'm ready to get a good meal. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
We're bringing some Scovilles to the chili out here in New Mexico. A great start to the weekend. And hats off to Tristan England, JCB Digatron, your BKT overall event champion. But Gravedigger got a win in there, too, in racing. But we've got 3 more events this weekend. How do we top that one?
Honestly, I really don't know, because I've been on a roll so far with all of my choices, because even in Arena West, all of my overall event picks have been getting right. So I am so glad that I picked Tristan this night.
And before we go, we got to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event, and that person is
Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer.
Nice little come from behind there for Lucas Stabilizer. And we're ready to do again. We got 3 more big events this weekend. Follow us on YouTube to catch all of the action, or get your tickets to join us back here tomorrow at Tingley Coliseum. For Lindsay Noble and Karina Encarnacion, I am Ryan Lacoste. We thank you for joining us here tonight at Tingley Coliseum. Hey, Albuquerque, that was Monster Jam.